What's up guys, it's your boy User, and I'm back with part 3 of my Streets Rage 4 playthrough. This is where the game starts becoming a major fucking problem. This is one of the most... Immediately! This is where the enemies, these Donovans, are just out of control with the weapons, okay? You officially can't throw weapons at them, they'll catch it, and for the most part, everybody is armed. And the level will give you lots of goodies to start. I mean, it's very generous. Then you get to the second half of it and there's nothing. There's no healing items, there's really nothing going on. Now we're going to keep walking along here. As you can see up there, we're going to get barraged with enemies, and I'll just show you the Donovans are catching all of that stuff now. So they go to instant uppercuts. Oh my god. Power slide. Power. Yeah. Fuck. Yeah. Oh, that dirty fucking piece of shit game. Wow. So there is a health item back there, and of course I couldn't get it in time. This is where the vortex tackle really comes into play. With these Galcias and stuff. About to get some Big Ben action. Motherfuck! I vortex tackled wrong. Alright, so as you can see there, I think this is an homage to Mario with the little hat and overalls and stuff there. I'm not exactly sure. Throw an elbow when we're heading down. You can see that there's a lot of the sound equipment, so I think the Y-Twins are really using this concert to facilitate this plan or whatever that they have going on. And if you don't go to this guy, he'll just throw shit at you from across the way. Alright, sweet. I'm going to wait for that to stop, because if you don't, you will take damage. A little health treat there. Fantastic. A little Turk action. Okay. Ah, this game, I forgot this part gets real bullshit. So, there's bricks at the top of the level. It's tough to see them. but of course the Donovans and shit will catch them. They're literally across the top of the level here, so like I'm just trying to get away from them. You just can't. The harder difficulties, there's like several dozen more enemies. I mean, the game is just absolutely disgusting in that category. So we're gonna go up, I guess, and jump down here into the concert. And here's DJ Kwashi. I don't know. I'm just gonna throw stuff at him. He's kind of a pain in the ass. He's like a really tanky. He has like one of those overshields, like the guards or whatever. So I'm gonna do a lot of damage with that one combo. Then he starts getting fucking real bullshit here. He like really beefs up his armor. He just launches rockets at you from all over the screen. Big damage. Power slide. Power slide. Power slide. Fuck. Power slide. Power slide. Could have probably finished him off there, but I fucked up. So he's got these little projectile things that he'll put on the ground. If you're Cherry or somebody that can get around a lot of bullshit, you know, great, but I'm Max, and it's pretty tough for him at times to navigate some of that stuff. So I'm just getting kind of annoyed here. I'm about to just brute force this whole fight. Body slam. So we'll body slam DJ Kwashi into the fucking pavement here and end that concert because it was trash anyways. I'm not a big fan of that song. And I think the Y Twins were here at some point, but you know, who knows? Ooh, that's an A rank, baby. Let's fucking go. So we got another sweet little cutscene here. I guess we'll see what happens. Looks like we're going down in an earlier round. And I believe we're on an airplane now. So we're getting pretty much close to the end of the game here. Another elevator of doom. The edge of the screen is actually over there, so I'll go ahead and just, you know, dismantle a ton of these guys as quick as I can. Because if not, the enemies are, you know, they're fucking AI. They're trying to get you off this as well. They're not dumb. Throw you. Ah, exactly. They'll kill themselves to kill you. Power slide. See ya. Come here. Look at this shit. There's fucking projectiles everywhere. I'm just gonna throw them off as much as I can here and just get them out of my face. Power slide. Power slide. Power slide. Look at these fucking psychos. Get them. Power slide. That fucking. Oh, I jumped off myself. Damn it. Come on. We'll do the little max dance until the next part. Oh, I missed the turkey. This fucking game. That's 2 health items I've missed. And now. My goodness. We're gonna have a barrage of just insanity now. Like the cops and the. You know, these girls are all working together, it looks like at this point. They're just long range sniping me with that shit. And that's big damage because of the green health. Power slide. Power slide. Come on, nah. I hate those electricity vials. They're just fucking insane. The game, I will admit, has been pretty moderate with its health. I can't. So fun. Power slide. Power slide. He's still fucking on there. Power slide. Power slide. Ah! Bunch of idiots. Killed themselves, alright. lots of fucking goodies. Now we're getting into an airplane, so I would suggest picking up a weapon, because you're going to have to fight your way to stay on. The game basically, we use the edge of this here as like a drop-off for the end of the level, as you can see. So I like to work the edge there and just try to keep the enemies as far away from me as possible. We're going to have a ton of these shield guys now, and they're, of course, in the background of them is all these dudes. I'm just getting blasted. I'm sick of them, so I'm going to do that. I just want the combo.
Power slide, power slide. Power slide, power slide.
It's a pretty good section there. If you know what you're doing, you can get through it pretty quickly. We're about to get into a zero gravity area where the plane's gonna kind of fuck about here. Got to be careful because once you knock these chairs out of place, of course you can still get electrocuted because there's something in the floor, I guess. Oh my goodness. I know what the game's trying to do. It's trying to get me away from this so I can't pick these items up. It's exactly what I'm trying to do. Of course, there's money hidden under their seats. There's one of the zero-G parts of the level. There's lots of goodies here. You'll see a nice little hidden goodie at the top of the screen here in a minute. Take her out.
Power slide.
So you probably haven't seen it yet, but there's supposed to be a Z right there to show you that there's a star at the top of the screen. So make sure you pick that up, especially if you already used one, because you're getting fucking mad. Immediately fucking mad. Oh my fucking goodness. So we have our first battle with one of the Y-twins here on the back of this cargo plane. I don't want to say he's bullshit, but I mean he has a gun, so take that as you will. He basically uses a lot of the same attack patterns as his father used. Nice little 23 hit piece right there. He is nimble like a ballerina. He's all over the fucking level. So you really gotta, play like a total idiot so you can get through half the time. Of course, he hulks up and gets these fucking missile launchers out. And I don't know if that hit me or what the hell happened. And he's immune to throw, it looks like. I can't even touch him with Max. You fucking bitch. I fucked that combo all up.
Power slide, power slide.
What are you gonna do? Grenades are the place. Still mature. We're on a plane together. You know that, right? Get the fuck away from me.
Body slam.
Alright. So we'll body slam him into oblivion. And now I think we're headed to the final part of the game now. This is one of the harder difficulties, man. This is where it breaks you because there's so much bullshit that happens. So I'm gagging on this delicious gamer energy that's sugar-free. Gives me lots of clean energy. I just can't remember what it's called. It just slipped my mind. You don't know when to quit. He called him son. Yeah, I have a gun. You just have metal arms. Congrats. Alright, so he goes out like a total fucking pansy. Just shoots the plane up. Ejectocito cuz is out the side. And now we are on Y Island. You start to level pretty beat up. Gotta be careful here because there's, you know, lots of enemies that start to, you know, level. Of course, they're all pretty strong and they're playing like total cheesy fucking bullshit characters now. The game does give you the green health so that you know, hopefully you can fight your way back and get some of it back. I think on the harder difficulties, it's not green. It's just, you just don't have health. I think I'd have to play it again on one of those difficulties. Every single little cheap shot slap these guys when we get in now, we're getting it. So, this is what the game is like the whole way through on any of the harder difficulties, which is why I just didn't want to deal with that bullshit. I just wanted to get a good playthrough through. And, look at our friends here. It's the bar biker chick, the maxed out, you know, damage one. That goes full screen with her helmet shots. Oh, you fucking dirty motherfucker. Make sure you keep beating on her too to get as much green health as you can back. The game is very stingy after this point with its health items, which is why I'm just, you know, grabbing them all now. Oh, you fucking dirty. Come on! My word. I'm getting my ass beat here by these two chicks. Come on.
Yeah. Body slap. Power slide. Power slide. Power slide. Power slide. Power slide. Power slide.
Be careful here because I've actually played this part where I've accidentally walked to the gate and went to the next part of the level without collecting all this stuff. It is fucking vital that you grab those things. So go up here, the gate's open, and we're actually going to go to the next part of the level. Here we're going to this castle area, and we're about to fight just, I don't want to say the hardest enemies in the game, but they're grouped together in ways that are very, very frustrating to fight them. So the gold jackets here are shooting 3-round bursts, it looks like. Yeah. Why twins say they're the fucking best guys from the last year, huh? We're gonna fight a lot of weird enemies in here, so you gotta really be careful. A health item there, a sword, you can break the sword and do that. I really don't care at this point, you know, it's just, you know, good luck, essentially. Of course the Donovan will get... Most of the weapons at this point, you want to make sure that at least the Donovans aren't getting them because they will just harass you with that shit constantly. Don't throw the weapons at the Donovans, they will catch them. Don't jump at the Donovans, they will uppercut you. It's like playing... And of course there's a fucking knife there, so I can't even continue my combo. I have to pick a fucking stupid knife up. Get away from me. And if you can see that mural back there, it's actually Mr. X from Streets of Rage 2 in all his glory. And this guy's a fucking total piece of shit. I meant to continue the combo. And of course, you know, one of the Donovans has to get you and end the combo. They can't just let you fight. So that guy is way more difficult. I can't believe he went down that easily, honestly, at this point. In the game's, you know, on these difficulties, he has you Common Courtesy to give you some health. We're heading up to another boss fight here. Wait, maybe not just quite yet. So, these guys I equivalent to the ninjas from Streets of Rage 2. They are just a total fucking mess of just garbage speed. They throw a bunch of shitty little ninja stars, so they're gonna litter the level now. These guys are fucking so fast. For someone like Max, they are just an absolute nightmare to deal with. This is just how fast they are. I mean, like, look at all this shit all over the ground. I'll pick that health up for now, just so I don't forget it. But again, like, there's so many throwing projectile things on the ground. It's just unreal. So here you're gonna fight this heart. Oh my word, these two are really agitating. So you're gonna fight a couple of these big guys, and the thing with them is basically they are gonna roll around the level and be real annoying. I'm just gonna prepare you now. If you're gonna prepare to play this game on a harder difficulty, just come into this room mentally ready to deal with the shit that's gonna happen. It's out of here. Wrong way, Max. Body slammed the guy that was directly, you know, under us. These guys here are the worst. They are just gonna belly flop and roll around on the ground. They actually really don't fight you a whole lot. They do a lot of their damage doing what they're doing now. They just jump around the screen like buffoons. Then there's these guys that come in, and they are not in here to fight. They're just rolling around and just being fat fucks. That's it. And they might kill me just because of how fat they are. I don't know. And I had to use that just to get the turkey. And here's your proprietary end boss, load you up with health style, you know, end of the level. Very generous to the game to do this. And I thought there was a little trick here before you go in where they drop a bunch more stuff, but I'm not quite sure if that happened. Oh, yeah. This one random ninja will fall down. Thanks. Thanks for jumping. Appreciate you. I thought there was something you could do to get up money or something to fall down here. Maybe not. So we're going to go up here and fight Mrs. Y. She can be very difficult. I have to remember her attack patterns here. She has some stuff kind of like the Commissioner, but she has a long-range weapon. So she can really just poke at you from a distance and charge you down. A lot of her attack style is basically just kind of what's happening now. She kind of pokes at you, does this Chung-Li kind of kick move at you that will do a few hits, kind of, you know, keep you at bay, and that's about the extent of that move. That move right there essentially is the one I was talking about.
Power slide, power slide.
Here she's going to start doing her side-to-side sword dash move. Again, like the Commissioner, I would just recommend doing the jumping down attack to get a little shitty hit in while she's charging. And I'm dead. Fuck! Wanted to do this without losing a single life, but you know, whatever, it happens. Can you fucking chill out? Get fucked. So once you beat her down, she will run away. But we haven't seen the last of her yet. So grab the turkey. I think that's it for this room. I don't know. Just throw that ninja star, because why not? It ain't your house. You ain't got to clean that shit up. And what you're looking at is the final screen of story mode. Okay? This is one of the coolest boss fights in the Streets of Rage series, if not the coolest. You have to fight both the twins at the same time. So one has a gun, one has a sword. You kind of have to deal with them. We've already dealt with both of them at this point, so it's not as bad as it looks, but they can be pretty overwhelming at times, just if you're trying this by yourself. I was actually trying to do my star move. I guess I don't have any stars. I could stand up and actually grab that one. I forgot. Tried it. You gotta watch out, because once you start fighting one, you gotta focus on both, because they'll do some crazy shit like that, fuck you all up, regain distance, and the AI in this fight sometimes is just ridiculously insane. So they each have their own life bar, kind of like the fight before with the two sisters. And of course, I'm dead. You're gonna lose a lot of lives here, you know, just, it's whatever. That's just how these games are built. This is where they're bleeding you for your fucking quarters. You just have to kind of take it and be mad about it, I guess. I really want to save that star move for the second part of this boss fight, because yes, this is not the finale. I fooled you. It gets way cooler. And I guess that moves diagonally. Great. They are fucking me up. Wow. Grab that turkey just in case. Missing lots of combo opportunities here, but fuck. Dealing with both these motherfuckers is just out of control. There, okay, so we triggered the second part of the boss fight. As you can see, they have their lives still down there. Mr. Y will actually regenerate and start new. Mrs. Y, we just want to get rid of as soon as possible. So we have to fight this giant fucking robot creature. While Mrs. X is on the ground doing crowd control. He's in the cockpit. This fight, I gotta remember, because I am trying my best to remember how to deal with these two. I think there's, you gotta get up close to these arms, do your damage before the robots really stomp your guts in. And then they do this cross attack through the middle of the screen, which, you know, just get away from that. Fuck out of here. Damn. Oh! Okay! Didn't know that that would do that much fucking damage. Holy shit. So we've gotten rid of the Y-twins. Their little mech suit Gundam wing thing will blow up there. And that will end the level. So we'll get this little credit roll here. And that's it. That's the end of the game. So, in comparison to the other games, this one is probably, story-wise, it's pretty balanced and it's built for replayability. On normal mode, that last area is so much more easier. Like, it usually takes me a lot longer to fight the Y-twins there at that point. The enemies in this mode are not that aggressive. But like I said, on normal mode, I just wanted to play through it to complete the playthrough of these three games. I'm not playing Streets of Rage 3. I fucking refuse. In the background, you can see, you know, the team is, you know, reveling in their victory here over those fucking brats. God, I hate them. That's cool. He's arresting them. I forgot about this part. But this game, in comparison to the other three, out of the four, I would say Streets of Rage 3 is easily the worst one, in my opinion. The difficulty is too much, and the American version of that game is literally unplayable. I would then say Streets of Rage 1 would be, it's a good game, it's just being the first, it's also the worst. Then I would have to say I would rank, man, it's really tough. This and 2 are probably the best of the series. I've probably played Streets of Rage 4 out of every game for the past probably 10 years the most. It's got so much replayability, it's so satisfying to play. It's not perfect, but even the DLC that came out, I was more than happy to pay for. It was just, it gave so much extra replayability to this game, and it's just a phenomenal product overall. The music's very, very well done. I still don't think it's better than 2. I would say it's probably the 3rd best in the series, but there are some tracks from this game that are absolute standouts. We're talking like, if Streets of Rage 2 soundtrack is like 100 out of 100, Streets of Rage 1 is like a 95, I would say this game's at like that 93 out of 100, where there are a few duds. The sewer